So, the 15th of April turned out to be an interesting day. You probably have heard the date 15th of April if you play Rome. It was everywhere. It was on the Rome Discord, the Rome Reddit, the Rome YouTube, even the Rome Twitter, that is now a thing. The 15th was supposed to mark the release of the remaster of Realm of the Mad God, the Exalt client. The entirety of the Realm community was incredibly hyped, and the numbers of the Steam charts were off the charts. The player base tripled itself that day, and it reached a new peak on Steam. Plus, on the side, with the release of the new Exalt client, there was supposed to also be a free community pack, which had a free character slot and a free vault space, which made people even more hyped for the 15th of April. Fast forward to the day of release, the 15th of April, and the time of release, 12 PM UTC. The whole Realm community is in Nexus, showing how hyped they are, via the text bubbles of course. But then, after a couple of minutes that the client doesn't release on the time it would, the realization set in, we are not gonna get the client anytime soon, are we? All the energy that people had from being hyped for the game has all of a sudden turned into a shit show. Everyone was quick to rush to complain about the Exalt beta not being released on the time we thought it would on the various social media platforms that Realm has. We were all refreshing the Exalt download page, but it just kept redirecting you to the same page again. People were being banned left and right on Discord for minimal reasons, and the posts on Reddit were shut down. What was supposed to be a legendary day for the community, Deca, and the game itself looked like it had turned into a huge disappointment. Deca seemed like they're untrustworthy in handling their own responsibilities. Coming now from a low and being thrown around by the mods that said conflicting things about when the Exalt beta is going to release, most of us thought we were not going to play the Exalt beta on the day it was meant to be released. But hey, look what happened! Deca proved us all wrong, and after 7 hours of being kind of disappointed and kind of mad, we have finally got the Exalt beta. Even though the Exalt open beta has its flaws and it's not perfect, it's still an amazing proof of concept and one of the best, if not the best thing that ever happened to Realm of the Mad God. Even though the new client is amazing, I do have some small and minor pet peeves from it. One is that when you hover over somebody to TP on the map, their UI gets stuck for around 2 to 3 seconds, and it's kind of annoying. I don't like it. It's easily fixable. There is another thing. When you go to choose a character and you see the full inventory, you can tell that the outline is not broken, but when you're inside the character, the outline of your current equipped items is broken. I don't know why. Again, easily fixable. Small pet peeves. I'm not a big fan of what they did with the Fog of War. I get the render distance, that they don't want the people to see the full screen like in private servers like Rotmg and TK, but I don't understand why you need to go to a place, render it, and then you can see it. Again, I think they should just have the full map on the full screen, but the render distance of monsters and mobs not. And there's a big bug with dragging items. I don't know if they fixed it yet. Where if you sometimes when you drag something, you have a small chance that it won't be picked up and you can't pick up any more bags. That's it. The rest is very good. On the other side of that, I have to point out what this client does amazing. First of all, the visual overhaul. The new UI is insane. I love it. It's so good. It's so nice, it's so clean, it grew on me in the first instant I've seen it. I love it, great job. The second thing and the most important thing that everybody wanted is the game runs amazing. It never goes under 60 if you have ally projectiles and ally stalls. It's very good. I wish it in the future would be 144 FPS, as I do have a 144 Hz monitor, but other than that the game runs amazing. And in addition to that, I do love the full screen. I did say how I don't really like the fog of war, but having a full screen makes the game feel like a full-fledged game. It makes it feel like an actual game now, and I love it. The game feels amazing. It's great. Another small thing that I really liked, because after I died with my warrior, when you saw in the first clip, I wanted to feed my pet, and I found out there is backpack feeding, and that's insane. Bro, I love that. Great job, Deca. Keep adding these like tiny things. It's amazing. To finish this video off, I just want to say this video was not in any way trying to be hating on Deca. This is just my raw emotions that I felt during the day of the release and what most of the community felt. I really love Realm. I've been playing it for 8 years by now, and I'm just so happy to see that it got the love and attention it needed, even though I think personally it took them a bit too long, but that's alright. I love the Exalt client. It's amazing. Please keep on updating it, Deca. I know this is only the start because it's the beta. I'm looking for another 8 years. They managed to do an uninstaller that wipes your hard drive.